We're a little bit more than a quarter mile into the trail going up Quandary Peak near Breckenridge, Colorado. Right now it's up in this cloud right here, but it's just peeking over the top of the close summit that you can see. This is one of the more popular trails because it's close to Denver, it's close to Breckenridge, it's easy to find, and it's relatively short. As you can tell, the weather's not in our favor today. We've got some storm clouds visible already, and it's only approximately 8 or 8:15 in the morning. Generally, we don't start seeing these gather until after noon or so. So we're gonna book it up there, try to get to the summit and back before any serious storms roll through, and we'll see how the trail goes trying for that. The summit's just right up there. It's completely covered by clouds right now. It's also starting to drizzle, but I think we're going to be able to make it, even though the weather is not working out too well at the moment. The loose rock is pretty tough to walk on, and we've seen some dogs up here, and one of the dogs is having a little bit of pain in his paws, so it's probably not a good trail for dogs. But other than that, you know, it's a pretty nice hike so far.
Just a nice sustained uphill. Trail's in good shape, well maintained, well taken care of, lots of people, and so far it's just you're hiking uphill for a couple hours. It's pretty nice.
When we started out this hike, it was about 47 degrees where we parked, and I'd say it's in the low 40s, maybe high 30s now with wind chill. So it's good to bring a coat. We're also putting our rain gear on because it acts as a windbreaker. I go really slow, but really steady. I take very few breaks, but I just keep walking. The trail's getting very steep, and now it's snowing. You know, every time you come up here, you have to know that you're subjecting yourself to pain and suffering, and your mind has to be strong enough to overcome your physical body, but also know when to stop and turn around. We've seen some people heading down in pretty bad shape. It's a great challenge. It's 10:30 a.m. I had to put my camera away because my lens is too wet. So I'm filming this on my phone now, but it's full on snowing. The wind is calm right now, but it's whipping by. So we've got quite a bit of wind chill. Stings the face, turns the snow into more like sleet. The right gear makes all the difference. I mean, look at me, I'm up in a cloud, 14,000 feet in the snow, and when I left the city, it was nice and clear and sunny. The weather can change at any moment, and a good weather report can turn into hell on earth. All right, we made the summit. We're at the top of Quandary Peak. As you can see, it's almost whiteout conditions. This was a good challenge. It's really steep. It's pretty much steep from the starting point. And this storm, we kind of expected inclement weather, but this storm brought in snow. And it's been cold and windy all the way up. A lot of people had to turn around. And, you know, I wouldn't necessarily attribute that to fitness, but mostly to having the right gear. Overall, this has been a great day. When you're packing and preparing for a trip like this, it's really easy to talk yourself out of a lot of gear. A lot of people I know, they will say, oh, I don't need this. I don't need to bring all this stuff. We're probably going to get good weather. Well, up in the mountains, you really can't predict anything that's going to happen. Even if you have a forecast of 65 degrees, like we had a forecast of low 60s today, with some storms, but who would have known that it turned into a snowstorm? So don't listen to the weather reports unless it says obviously severe weather. You really need to heed that, but always come prepared, even if you think it's going to be warm. You know, I've seen people in cotton sweatshirts and basketball shorts heading back down because they were soaked through, they couldn't make it, and they were miserable. So if you want a good chance of success, and also, like I said, avoiding the possibility of needing rescued due to really bad storms that can come in at any time, just invest in the gear. 1,000 feet per mile.
20% grade.
That's a lot. So going down is making me remember what we just went through. You know, round trip out and back is 6 3/4 miles roughly, and the elevation gain is, like I said, pretty steep, but you know, I actually don't mind that. Sometimes the distance becomes really grueling, even if there's a more gradual incline. Some of the 14ers are, you know, 8 miles, 10 miles, even Long's Peak we did round trip, which is just under 15 miles, and those ones are really challenging in some cases. Now, there's no easy 14er. All 14ers are challenging. All 14ers have the same weather systems that are controlling what's swirling around up in the Rocky Mountains, and all of them require the same gear. But if this is one of your first ones, maybe this is a great one to start with. Or even if you just are an experienced hiker, trekker, and you want a great day hike, you can probably knock this out in 5 hours or less. We're getting back to our car right around 1 p.m. So we started at 7:30, which means 5.5 hours for us. We stopped a lot to eat lunch, to make this video, to look at the mountain goats, look at the scenery, and we were going extra slow due to the driving rain and snow that was coming into our faces. You know, we couldn't see where we were going, so we had to walk really slowly up the trail during that snowstorm. But anyway, great trail. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. And if you have any comments or suggestions or questions, just send me a message and I'll try to get back to you.